welcome to this Friday night video with InfoArtist JK. So God has got all the power. That'll be a song I'm going to do, an original composition that I was taking a nap and woke up and came up with this song, and it just came out, and then I wrote it down. I never put chords to it, so it's a cappella, called God Has Got All the Power. And I'll either do the whole thing or I'll do part of it, but I'm planning to do between 5 and 10 minutes. And thank you to all those who are tuning in. Once again, this is testing content and then getting feedback from commenters about the content, because I need to get content that people be willing to pay for. This is my Cappadocia hat. When I was in Turkey, I was invited speaker to the first international conference the first European conference on information literacy in Istanbul, and I accompanied Paul Zukowski, who was the keynote speaker, and they treated him like a rock star. He had to sign T-shirts, etc. And so when I was there, I got this one and the other hat that I wear from Ephesus. So I went to wear Jesus' mother, Miriam, purportedly lived out her last days to age 63. That's what the locals say, and went to her house, and it does date back to the 1st century, the foundation does. And then went to Cappadocia. So anyway, and I have all those other hats up there. And I should have worn this one the other day when I sang, I guess it was yesterday, sang my Frank song. And yes, I shaved my head. I've been shaving it since 2005 because I'm thin up there. And so it's easier to just shave it off. So one of these times, if people, what's the word? If they pledge enough money, I'll take my hat off. Once again, I have to cover expenses so we can do all kind of content that helps. Trying to identify what people are willing to pay for, and then that's also helpful, and then what's helpful that we don't care one way or the other, people willing to pay for it. The whole idea is to improve the world. Gave my definition of smart and dumb. Smart is an action, a thought, whatever that helps things, helps the innocent, and dumb is thoughts and actions that hurt people, hurt the world, make the world worse, hurt the innocent. That's one way of defining or the detail of it. So I'm going to do God Has Got All the Power with percussion. I haven't worked out a part, so it's going to be messy on my Middle Eastern drum, that Doombek, not sure if I pronounce it right. The Doombek, and I have my own technique, so I know I'm not going to be doing the traditional Doombek technique. And then pick up my father-in-law there, God rest his soul, and now he knows. But my theories on why does God allow the devil to deceive us. So when I was teaching 6th grade Old Testament, I said to the 6th graders, Old Testament is more the fear of God, with the love of God also, and the New Testament is more love of God. It also does have some of the fear of God in it. It's a way to understand those two. But it's all integrated. The good news is in every book of the Bible, including from the Old Testament, the Torah, the Pentateuch, the Tanakh. I don't know how to say all of it. Shekinah. And I wrote a song called Shekinah, which is the female manifestation of God in Hebrew, the Shekinah. And I can't remember how to play it, but I have a recording of it. Maybe I'll just play my recording until I relearn it again. So, the current news, I think the biggest part is that, I don't even know where the shadow is and all that kind of stuff. So I'm still working all these technical things out. That's why I have my music also of a song I wrote, because I focus. I've got a lot going on until I get this down, and try to aim towards eventually a live chat. Do a live chat where I can interact more with you all. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, the 6th graders. So I told my 6th graders that God allows the devil to deceive us because we're not robots. So let's say God's got all the power. He says we have to believe in him, and that's a different world. We're in the world where we have the free will to come to God by our own free will. So the devil is there and is allowed to deceive us. God allows the devil to deceive us. And then people say, well, why doesn't the God just destroy the devil? Just kill the devil. Get rid of him. But that's not what the script is. That God has written this script, and we are the actors. And there's a time and space that we have to deal with. But why doesn't he just kill the devil, get it over with? Because we're caught between eternities, either eternal hell, H-E double hockey sticks, I used to say to my sixth graders, and heaven. Or, the concept, I know it's heaven, I'm not going to get into the religious thing, I'm the spiritual part, and I also want to talk about Jesus just a man and deal with the God part at another time, not today. But here we go. So I'm talking more, but I said 5 to 10 minutes. So where was I? Oh yeah. So God allows the devil to deceive us because that's our challenge. Everyone has the same challenge. Everyone has the opportunity to go to God and follow God, follow the instructions, and we all fall short. And that's why my working title is The Sinner for this series coming in January, but it also could be The Sinner and the Teacher. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but working title. But we would be robots if we were made to follow God. We have the free will, and then we come to God through God's grace and all that. So here's a sports metaphor for those who play sports, and if you don't, there's other metaphors. And I see the shadow, but so whatever. So the coach, so you could have a kids team, a 12-year-old playing, and the other team beats them, and does the player say to their coach, hey, why didn't you kick that kid? Why didn't you just destroy that kid who scored all those goals? So see, life is our challenge. Caught between eternities. It's in my song, Caught Between Eternities is in Love Your Enemies. But I see the time is happening, so here we go. Did I get everything else out of there? Yes. So my Doombeck. And I also have one from Turkey that my daughter bought at a garage sale. Let's see. God has got all the power. God gives it. God gives it. I'm going to do it again. God has got all the power. God gives it. God takes it away. God has got all the power. God gives and takes away. I read a man went walking down that dirty road. I headed for Damascus with a heavy load. But in a flash he fell to the ground, saw what he couldn't see. He praised the Lord, threw down his sword to fight non-violently. Bum, 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 God has got all the power. God gives it, God takes it away. God has got all the power. God gives and takes away. This is about Martin Luther King with his 4-year-old daughter. I read a little girl asked to go to Funtown. Her daddy said they'd say no. The preacher's tongue was bound. She cried and cried because she couldn't ride. The TV picture said, but praise the Lord, they opened the door and her daddy took her to Funtown. Bum, bum, bum. God has got all the power. God gives it, God takes it away. God has got all the power. God gives and takes away. God gives and takes away. All the power. So I have another verse, which is about my experience. I once went deep into the world by my side, sugar-infested, daily blood. I'm a diabetic, also celiac. And so I'll do that one another time. And it's at the don't touch your face, JK. It's at the 9-minute mark. So any other questions? Oh, this is a live chat. So ask your questions on the comments. So once again, I can deliver the spiritual thing, the teacher thing, the coaching thing, sports metaphor, golden rule. The golden rule, that song, it's one of the videos, check it out, is just from a few days ago, is about sports and about competition. Since you can't compete if there's no one to beat, how do you show that you got what it takes? And so there we have it. Is that, oh yeah, I'm going to put this on, check this out. I'm going to put this on here.